lot to work with on this table. Well, hello friends. I look like I don't have a head in this footage, but I promise that I'm here. I haven't eaten yet today. It is time to feed the mama, and we are gonna just flick around, right? Flick around, get on the counter, make a mess with what is left from this egg roll in the bowl I prepped the other day. And we have a couple chicken legs that were meal prepped by one of my young adults yesterday. So this is my first meal today, yay. Okay, the crickets are walking with us. We got our Converse and pajama pants activated. It's almost bedtime here, but you know what? I only have 3,000 steps in for today. We're gonna get in 4 runs this week. We still have the Blackstone tent up. Hoping to film another video on the Blackstone and do some meal prep tomorrow. But before bedtime, before I go to my early elementary school kid bedtime, I want to get some more steps in today. And it's weighted vest in the evening for today. Okay, can't turn into a pumpkin. Little over a mile in the weighted vest. Crickets are talking to us though. Time to head inside and do audiobooks in bed. Good morning, it's running time, it's Jeep time. Gonna get some walking in and then do a run. All right, friends, I'm proud of us. I ran 4.75 miles, and then I walked that last quarter mile for a cool down. 1 hour, 15 minutes, pace of 15:02. When I was running, I was in the 13s and 14s, and then, of course, walking at the end. So there we go. We did it. Now we're going to make some breakfast on the Blackstone. All right, not sure that I'm going to eat all this, but I am mighty hungry, so I've reheated some more chicken legs that we had prepped the other day. This is 4 of those mini cucumbers, some mashed avocado, and my favorite buffalo sauce. So happy late breakfast. So I've been looking at this peanut butter cheesecake brownie recipe on the back of this unsweetened chocolate for, I don't know, a week or so now, and I'm like, I think I can switch some things out to make this low carb and super yummy and delicious. So I'm going to work on doing that today. I'm going to switch out the sugar for monk fruit. I'm going to switch out the flour for almond flour. For the creamy peanut butter, I'm going to use the Richards natural peanut butter. And I feel like they will turn out phenomenal, and it's the picture on the box. So we're going to work that out today. Alrighty. Almost 1 p.m. Getting aperitivas on as we do. Been working with some sponsored stuff this morning. Still got my rack of dresses out here. But I got my dress video done for the second channel last night. I am proud of us. Now I'm going to go outside. I'm doing another gigantic meal prep video because all the stuff I prepped on the Blackstone Friday, long gone. Tuesday, we're going to do some more prep. I'm going to finish that list. And I've got some more things I've added to it, like those brownies that I want to totally tweak and try to make those work for us as well. And, of course, because we got that good run in, got almost 15,000 steps in so far, gonna go for 20 today and keep on moving. Well, good morning. We're doing things. We have a whole little plan. Now, this one's already open, sweetie, okay? So we are gonna sit in Mommy's chair, right? Have a little pot of chocolate chips while reading Curious George, while Mommy drinks her second cup of coffee. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nice. We have everything we need. We have our blueberries we're finishing, a little pot of Lily's chocolate chips, and one of our favorite books. Coffee walk, pajamas. We got a little feller who's trying to drive a Jeep with a blanket, but he's stuck. You know what? It's on the wheel. Okay, so let me pull this up. You can do this, but we got to kind of tuck it in, okay? Nice. Get you tucked in. This is Hello Fall in Virginia, almost practicing. I got my jacket on. Okay, I think you're all tucked in. You got your shovel?
It's for you, but just...
Push it. I can give you a push. Okay, you got to turn your wheel towards the driveway, and I'll push you. You stuck in the wet grass?
Yeah.
Okay, ready, set, go. Whoa, you got it. There you go. Keep going to the driveway. We got Mama's bonnet on. Nice. I mean, it's one way to go. Here, you're going the wrong way, baby. Whoop, come back this way. You might have to look out while you drive. For anyone concerned, this is just in our yard, in our private driveway, so we can have some adventures. Whoop, good job. Might have to just poke one little eyeball out through the cover to see. Okay, now come forward. Good job. Whoop. Doing it. Morning grease on my face. Castor oil, right? Second cup of coffee. Jean jacket activated. We've probably hit a mile. So many steps yesterday. I did not get the 20,000 steps though. Continued to cook in the kitchen for my gigantic meal prep video. Just way late in the afternoon. Rested some in the evening. We did get that running. So today I'm not running. I do have several things I need to do though. Email-wise, life-wise, stuff and things that I'll be able to do while walking today. So I'm hopeful that today I will get good steps in, but it's not a run day. We will run again tomorrow. I don't need to cook for a few days, which is great. Huge, gigantic meal prep yesterday. And on that meal prep, you see we got our granddad socks and sandals on. Oh, we just did so much. So very much. Did that brownie recipe. My goodness. Chicken sausage, egg roll in a bowl. 32 hamburgers, cheeseburgers prepped and ready. More chicken sausages. Some more, hey, we got Good Morning Airplane. Some more ham, egg, and cheese scramble bake situation happening. So many meals even beyond that. If that video's out already, I'll link it down in the description below. Also totally burned those cinnamon rolls on the Blackstone. I think I've got to go save a Jeeper. Blackstone is still out. I had trouble getting, there's a little like grease pot on the back. And I think from when I flipped my Blackstone, oh my, I must go save this Jeep. He's stuck in the grass. I think when I flipped my Blackstone, it bent something. So I got to work on that today. And I'm hopeful this afternoon, I need to do some sit with my feet up work. I've got a list of bonus videos I want to record for my YouTuber Extraordinaire course. Getting ready to open that back up again. And just some business behind, I don't know what this means. Is this scissors? It's really like to-do list writing that you're writing out for me, right? He's stuck. I'm going to help him. Stuck in the grass. Anyway, my YouTuber Extraordinaire course, just some bonus stuff, updating some emails, getting ready for some fun things happening with that. Yeah, what's happening? You're just down in our ditch there. That's all. Let's turn your wheels that way and we'll drive up, or I can push you. I can push you over the ditch. Let's do that. Okay, you hit the gas. I might have to pull it. Hold on, let me pull it from the front. Maybe. Get your wheel up here. Whew. Okay, now I can push it from the back. Just maybe 2026, I need driveway work done. Nice. So I've got just things falling apart here, and it goes all the way down my driveway there. But you know, I'm just not thinking about it for 2025. Paw Patrol cover activated. Okay, I don't know if you can see my watch. We've got almost 3 miles in. Still the granddad socks, sandals, but I've started eating for the day, listening through my Glucose Goddess book. And this is one of her hacks that I've already been doing for the past year, where before most of my meals, I have some sort of veggies and I work to get my fiber in, which is why I do these mashed avocado cups. So I'm hearing about her hacks that I've already implemented, and I just like to hear it again. Then I got a big plate of food I'm gonna walk and eat while also listening to audiobooks. The weather is perfection. We were talking about the leaves. I've got some kids at the table inside working on their school assignments. I've got some younger kids out here still enjoying the fall weather. All right, big plate of food. I don't know that I'll eat it all, but I know I'm really hungry and I've been getting lots of movement in. So I eat when I'm hungry, and we got lots of veggies and of course a ton of protein. And after this, I did finish the cucumbers and the avocado. I probably won't eat for 4 or 5 hours. Would you believe this, friends? It's evening. It's almost 8 still. The clothes I slept in, I do think we are in different sandals, okay? Yep, because I had a kid taking a bubble bath in my bathroom with my sandals earlier. Look, distraction, fall leaves. Anyway, so I threw these on. So it has just been a day where I was like, you know what? I'm pretty tired. So I laid down this afternoon. We had some discussions. There were some Legos going down, and I rested. And then per my usual, I had a big email. Took me about 3 hours to go through that big old thing and get my answers organized and do all that grown-up stuff. And then this evening, I've been walking some more. We just did some evening chores. Look, I've got like a tree branch there, but it's on the other side of my privacy fence, which that's mine over there too, but it's just hanging. It's really tall up there. I bet that's 30 feet up. It's probably hard to tell. But anyway, it's evening now. Just saying, we were over 15,000 steps. And I'm going to keep on a-walking, and then it's going to be time to lay down and do it all again. Bonnet just stayed where it needed to stay all day. But I realized while I was resting this afternoon, this is the only day, today's Wednesday, this is the only day until next Monday where I don't have to go anywhere. Like, I still had stuff I needed to do. I actually had a big sponsor thing I was supposed to finish today. Somehow that's going on tomorrow's list. But I just went with it. I was just like, hit the highest priority, and then rest this body and this bonnet. Start all the heavy running again tomorrow. Okay, friends, it's past bedtime, of course, because we have an elementary school bedtime, but look, almost 20,000. I feel like it's been a week or more since I've hit that kind of number. I've had some like 16 and 18,000 K days. Yesterday, we barely got past 15, but we are going to hit 20K, wash my face, and get to bed. Start again tomorrow with 4 dental appointments in the morning. Good morning, friends. This is another, the refrigerator's going to talk to us already. Refrigerator wants to chime in. Another, what was I thinking? Not really. We're okay. It's just get 4 younger kids to the dentist type morning. And I drive about 40 minutes probably each way. So we have to leave here about 8:20 or 8:15 really. Right now it's 5:51. I'd like to get a run in also. So we're just gonna activate coffee with our feet up, journal, read, probably about 7. outside to do some walking and running. Miracle, the dentist got 4 kids out in less than an hour. We are so ahead of schedule. So now we are at the playground early. This is a playground we don't normally get to explore. I told them I don't think we've been to this one at all in 2025. But so many play places. Okay, it's petting zoo time, and I've got grain for the goats, because you know we've never fed goats before. Oh boy, we've never fed goats before. It's exciting. Yeah. And if you have been here long, you know we used to have a ton of goats.
Look at the goat.
Look at the goats.
Oh, baby.
There's a sheep over here. He's loud. He's been baying loudly. You got some big horns there. Oh, look at that one. Does it have blue eyes? Here, you get some more of the food. Nice. I'm going to hold the bucket. Nope, you get some with your hand. Get a couple. There you go. Make it last. Yum. Oh, he loves it.
He likes it.
He does. Here, get some more. Nice. And then they like it when you visit. Oh, and we got a llama. Oh, alpaca. Okay, I'm sure this is super poisonous, but we have never seen one this size before. Don't worry, we are not going to pick it up. For comparison though, just like look at my feet and how big that is. Wow. This is us sitting down and breathing for a second. Okay, we did the thing. 4 kids, ages 3 through 12, through the dentist, dental things, dental plans, in and out. Got it done. 2 different playgrounds and a petting zoo, and over the river and through the woods. And so now I am using, I think it's Ice Age 3, whatever it is. One of the Ice Age movies is my babysitter for the moment. And I am locked in my kitchen, hopefully for about 45 minutes. I have 2 different projects I need to do voiceover for. Then, continuing marching on, one of my young adults who is home today is going to follow me so I can drop my SUV off for a list of repairs. Probably not huge things, but still all stuff I can't do. And then we are driving in the completely opposite direction to pick up a rental car for me for a few days because I still have to get around. I've had to make some changes to my camping plans that were also supposed to be activated this coming Sunday. We're still camping, we're just doing things different because cars and life and stuff and things, but we're getting it done. Also, we just wore the running shorts out because I was not able to get in my second run of this week today before I left for all these activities. I just figure if I wear running clothes all day, I'll get my run in by the evening, and that's my goal. We're at 8,400 steps run and hitting 20,000 steps by bedtime tonight. That's what we're aiming for. Alrighty, rental vehicle acquired, so I can get my other vehicle hopefully up and running well. And I don't know how I'm going to get steps in and crush this huge plate of sausage variation egg roll the bowl, but we're gonna figure it out. Well, I'm not gonna be walking with my phone filming. But here's dinner. Hey, look, we meal prepped. Did this on my last gigantic Blackstone cooking day, meal prep day, and probably tomorrow evening this will be all gone. All right, phone light on, sweat glistening, almost 20,000 steps. Did a little over 3 miles, but I was so close to 20K. I know it's after bedtime. It's okay. We're going to sleep 10 till 6. It's going to all work out okay in the end. But I'm going to hit 20K steps, then head in, do later bedtime things, lay down flat by 10. Yay. All right, friends, work with Mama in the car. Don't worry, we are only driving randomly around my yard in a rental car. No seatbelt. Here we go. When I have phone calls and I'm on this phone and the sun is shining, sometimes I heat up my phone and my phone overheats and I get kicked off the call, and that's the whole thing. No one is in the yard. Actually, everyone is inside. Well, everyone is inside. Several of them are finishing up school assignments on laptops. The other part of the puzzle there is doing some Legos. I just got off an hour call, did my makeup while on my call. Multitasking. So I need a solid Costco list. We are into September now, have not been to Costco. We are driving 3 miles per hour. The Power Wheels Jeep toys go faster than this. Okay, we need a solid Costco list because tomorrow, I know we say these things and you believe in me and I believe in me, and a good bit of the time we get stuff worked out, right? Okay, we are parked. I'm doing a breakfast freezer cooking day tomorrow, okay? I am, we're doing it. Hit park. These cars with like the button keys and stuff still. I don't have one of these every day. Okay, but watch now me overheat my phone. Let's not do that. Maybe, okay. No, I'm just gonna keep talking, focus. But I am like trying to fix my hair in this mirror now. Okay, so Costco list. Breakfast freezer meals tomorrow. I need to go through, we need to see what I have, what I need. Probably have some ham left. Ham thing's probably happening. I know we have sausage. We're gonna do a list. I have to get my recipes ready for Saturday. Then Sunday, because of my whole one car's in the shop, rented this car, a lot of moving parts, and again, I am all the people that lead this ship. So we had a camping trip scheduled Sunday through Wednesday next week. And I have decided, you know, my nervous system leading the things here, and all the plates that I have spinning, I have decided we are not going to drive 2 hours round trip to the mountain lake right now. We are still going to camp, but we are doing what you all originally told me to do last year when I wanted to start being campers, to practice, but we're just going to do this now as our 5th camping trip. We're doing backyard camping for 3 to 4 days. We're gonna do fire pits every day. I'm gonna cook on the black stone. We are gonna weatherproof, so I'm gonna use this as a prep time too. We're gonna get all of our equipment set up. I've ordered the bottles of spray. We're gonna weatherproof all of it. We're going to have a great time. I've also ordered like some badminton and some croquet. Like I ordered some more yard games. I ordered a bubble machine that, let me see if I can turn my volume down with my air. I ordered a bubble machine that can be plugged in, because in the past with the bubble machines, just batteries are not my friend. We're gonna do some fun things. So instead of basically the wear and tear on me, I am going to kind of take half a break to swallow my spit for a few days, do some outdoor cooking, sleep in the tents, have a nice time, but not do the driving right now. This vehicle will not fit all my people and our equipment. I considered taking a teen or two, dropping them off with the equipment, having them work on setup, coming back home, getting everybody else, then coming to the campsite all set up. That would be 3 hours of driving for me to make that happen. Plus I'm leading it and coordinating it and feeding people and caring people and nurturing people and taking care of me, myself, and I. That just seems like a lot. You know, I've done a lot and I will do a lot, but to do that on Sunday and do that again on Wednesday and then have a rental car, because I would have had to have rented, there's many, insert many details. So we're not doing that. We're doing the chill out, backyard camp out version. And hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, my main SUV can be picked up and this thing can be dropped back off and life and stuff and things. So exhale into the house. Costco list. I'm going to take my 8-year-old and 10-year-old to Costco with me. And then we're going to shop for the Costco. I'm going to film the Costco. I might do a live pop-up grocery haul with my members. And then we kind of get a chill out evening. Tomorrow, hold the list, breakfast, freezer meals. And then Sunday, me and one of my teens has a 5K at a local university. And then we're going to come back and get backyard camping set up. And we're going to backyard camp. Really, it's front yard camp. Sunday night through Wednesday-ish. It's going to be nice. Okay, so activate grocery list time now. Oh, something else. I have all these low-carb, sugar-free, gluten-free desserts that have been like, well, the pans of the 9x13 peanut butter cheesecake brownies, which really those turned out like fudge. So if you would like a square of peanut butter cheesecake fudge consistency square, these are great. They're not like soft and chewy. They're not hard. Again, it's just like if you had a hunk of fudge. I've been having 2 to 3 today. No complaints. Those still need chopped down and bagged, and I guess put in the freezer. And I have some folks I can share them with. And then my fat bombs. Still, those are, I flash froze those, put them in on a sheet pan. I'm just gonna close my eyes while I talk. Those are in the freezer. They've been in the freezer a few days. We need to get those out and bag those like 3 to 5 in a bag. I've got 2 different families I can share those with too, besides my people here who like them. And then tomorrow, we are doing breakfast freezer meals. Thank you for coming to this TED Talk. I have to show you my skirt. This skirt that I am wearing today is so good. What that means is we order it in like 3 different colors. It is, I don't care. I'm wearing it to Costco. It's fall now, pretty much. I hope you love it as much as I do. Okay, we're gonna try. So I've been wearing tank tops, but then I like pull them out and I just don't like that, okay? So I'm trying to just be confident in this tank top. But look at this. Look at this. Wedges I got on Amazon like a year ago. I feel like this skirt is everything. Okay, is it not? I don't know what other colors I can get it in, but that slit is fantastic. Brown buttons, taupe tank top, and again, the shoes, we're gonna do fashion attempts now, okay? The shoes are wedges. And I just love everything about this situation. So let's go to Costco. Okay, food for the mom. But again, the best skirt of 2025. So I've eaten 3 of these, took out the avocado. Got my crunchy, no stir. This is my favorite almond butter this season of life. I just love it and it helps me. So anyway, put some of that on this 4th celery stick. This is that chicken sausage variation egg roll in a bowl that I'm still eating, but today's the last day. What is this? This was some fat bombs, like peanut butter, chocolate chip cookie dough-ish variation I did the other night. I didn't even get this scooped and into the freezer. It's been in the refrigerator, but someone has, there's been samples taken. I just tried to scoop it and it was too hard. I'm going to let it sit out while I eat. And we're gonna go from there, hopefully scoop it, get this into bags, and we did things. So, I got a very basic list together. I mean, most of the camping stuff is going to be hot dogs and s'mores, and I think I'm gonna fool around and do some Blackstone things, but who knows. So, I also looked at the John Henry deals for today, and I'm like, so many. Need to get out the door and get those and go to Costco because this is my window of time to do it. I now can scoop my protein balls from the other day. They are delicious. So I just want to, I know they were hard to scoop and now I'm going to put them in the freezer to flash freeze them, but it's just so they're nice little frozen fat bombs. I end up calling them protein balls at different points and people are like, what are you talking about? So anyway, I'm going to scoop these now that they're scoopable. We will get them in the freezer, and then when I get back and I get done with Costco, you and me are gonna get these plus our other fat bombs in their appropriate little bags. And this project from a few days ago will be done. Many times my cooking projects go over several days unless I make it like a 12-hour cooking day, and I try to not do that anymore. We do have dishwasher running. I have one of my guys who's going with me, does have some school things to finish up, but that'll just have to be this afternoon when we get back. Okay. And just scooping these and then freezing them makes them nice. And I keep them in the freezer. And when I give them to friends, I'll tell them, keep these fat bombs in the freezer and then eat them as you like. But I told my guys, hold on a minute while I get these scooped out so I can feel accomplished from 3 days ago, right? Boy, you're walking with some big steps. Okay, made it back. John Henry, Costco. You're gonna love those deals because I love those deals. Taking out the last bit of this almond butter. I needed a snack and I just published a video. I have a huge 16-foot table is full of these hauls. I'm going to film that. Then I'm going to reassess my evening time. I'm gonna answer some early comments here. But you see, we have some Walmart deliveries, of course. That's Costco. I'm getting ready to film. That is John Henry. So I guess we have a little space there, but lots of great finds today. And backyard camping. Getting ready to start. End of this weekend. Tomorrow, meal prepping. You're holding the list. I know you are. I think I found some good finds. There will be a Walmart delivery order though. I just couldn't bring myself to buy the Costco hot dogs. I'm just getting the cheap Walmart hot dogs, but give and take. Also got lots of avocado oil stuff. All right, good friends. So, gotta get used. All right, Jam Fam, right? Good friends too. So these are the only, what was I thinking? I knew I needed to like times 10 the recipe. These are the only, we call it the right thing, fat bombs. Cookie dough and kind of a peanut butter cookie variation. I do think taste testing is required though. So here we go. So I do about 4, or I think my last batches I did 5. They are roughly, again, your mileage may vary, about 4 carbs a pack, I would say. I don't really nickel and dime, like overanalyze carbs. I'm just aware. The intention is that they're fat bombs, and these have Crazy Richard's natural peanut butter in them, and these are more cream cheese based. So this video is either out or coming out. I'm gonna get these down in the freezer now. And so I'm going through here, been talking to other folks in my kitchen, but I've been bagging up. These are supposed to be a peanut butter cheesecake brownie. Was that it? Yes, that was the name of it. From this recipe here that I modified on the back of this baker's chocolate. But I switched out the, what did I do? I switched out creamy peanut butter for Crazy Richard's natural peanut butter. 2.5 cups of sugar for monk fruit, and I used almond flour instead of all-purpose flour or whatever other flour they would recommend. So anyway, it's delicious. I haven't been filming because I ate 2 pieces of it. It's more like fudge. So it's a fudgy consistency, and it's delicious, and I'm putting 3 in a bag. Alrighty, I just got a pile ready that I'm going to give to a friend, and then these are what are going down in our freezer to prep for yummy treats. Well, good friends, morning coffee and all this produce deals from John Henry we're gonna make things happen with today. So many life and stuff and things. Also, we have all of this canning equipment. I'm not canning until later next week. And I've got to do meal prep and breakfast and handle all of this produce today. So what's probably going to happen, all of the canning equipment that I don't want to pack away yet because, hello, we're doing projects, is going to get moved over here, and I'll deal with the produce over there. I'm the problem, it's me, as I like to say. I had a whole iced coffee spill, and then we just had crumbs and mess and life and stuff and things from the week. Got our meal prep containers out. just getting ready here. Got someone else wiping down the stove for me, someone else unloading the dishwashers. We have some friends coming over today to play. And just busy Saturday around here. I need to get those crumbs in between. But this refrigerator has stories to tell. Okay, just washed my hands. Want to go through the top shelf of this refrigerator a little bit to pull probably more things that I could meal prep for this video or coming up. But I'm saying I washed my hands because you saw me with all those soap and everything. I'm gonna eat this while I clean out the top shelf and move forward with life from there. Okay, so did some pretty okay clean out and organizing. I'm doing meal prep and I'm going to be going through things today. That bowl, for example, is some hard-boiled eggs that someone meal prepped the other day. Just, yeah, my little dips that go with the celery. Got some carrots, got some things, but there's no longer, you know, a drink spilled at the bottom. I don't like the open tea glass in there, but I only micromanage so much. This is what happens with the bins. Many people have suggested that I get bins to organize the refrigerator, and when I built this kitchen, this whole refrigerator was filled with bins. But when you have a household and almost a dozen humans, sometimes more than a dozen, the bins become a thing. And I am not a mom that's able to micromanage everything. And a bunch of this is me too. You know, hey, I'm the problem, it's me. So anyway, those bins need to be gone through. There's probably like a mayonnaise with, 5% left. Those kind of things happen because this is a living, breathing, working refrigerator. Anyway, and one of the things I just did was I went through these two bins that were at the top that were full of like gluten-free bread products and tortillas and some Egg Life wraps that got away from me because I couldn't see them. Just how it goes. So had to pitch some stuff, and I sent like some of the gluten-free bagels that were sealed still and gluten-free hamburger buns that haven't been used. I sent those to a downstairs freezer. And then we're getting ready. I'm going to start going through and processing and doing meal prep with this fresh produce. And we have this watermelon. It has been here for a few weeks. There were 3 of them. This is the last one. It needs to be processed. And this was the one. I got 3 watermelons for $10 at John Henry yesterday. This one got cracked. We dropped it. We did something. It has a story to tell. So one of my folks is going to cut both of these up to prep them on this sheet pan because you all told us to do that, and that's a great tip. And then, hey, it's September, but we'll still have watermelon. And then we have some bananas. And all the canning stuff, because we're gonna do broth next week and then apples probably the week after that. We have found the island. Canning stuff's there, produce, and then these are tortillas. Probably a week ago, I did a meal prep Blackstone video, and I wanted to do a bunch of burritos and life and stuff and things. Anyway, we did some burritos, we did some quesadillas. These have just been down in the downstairs refrigerator. Feel like I'm, you know, in Vegas dealing out my tortillas. So just wanted to kind of organize these, see what we have left, and in today's meal prep video, get on top of burritos in the freezer. We have some of those left, and then we have these gluten-free ones. So these, today's their day. And we have some sausage sitting out that'll be used today. But stove is clean, dishes that are in there are loaded, other ones unloaded. And because it makes sense, there's a giant bear being dragged across the front yard. Okay, so this one watermelon that got away from us, it just truly got away from us. So sad we don't have chickens anymore. All right, I have been watching through a video I need to publish tomorrow, and I ate, of course, we finished the celery and the mashed avocado. Well, that's a little squishy, and hopefully the rest of these aren't. That one's a little squishy too. And then I had some bacon that had been meal prepped, just a few little pieces that were left. The rest of these are okay. Are you okay? Anyway, these are the golden zucchinis. I got them, no, everything's zucchini in my brain. Golden kiwi, got these at Costco. I'm going to eat 2 of them. I guess these 2 mushy ones, I'm going to just open to see if there's like some good parts I can grab onto. Okay, and we still have to clean out the condiment containers. I'll do that here in a minute. I need to do my makeup and get my flyaway hairs down, life priorities, and put in a Walmart order, I think, for a few odds and ends. I mean, I'm out of hairspray, so, you know, life things. See how these are doing. You guys told me to get these. Wow, yep, nighttime in the country, look at that. Okay, seem to be working okay here. And that happens if I leave that light on at night, or if I leave the under cabinet lighting, it's just like an insect graveyard in the morning. But we have managed to not have fly strips up all week. Of course, seasons are changing, but we're doing it. And again, we're gonna go through those. I'm sure they at least need washed out, and I'm sure there's some questionable condiments happening in there. And I will just eat my zucchini. Nope, I keep calling this zucchini on the brain. I will eat my kiwi with a spoon. I'll just dig it out like that. I do know some people that eat it with the skin as well. Okay, they're just real squishy. I don't think there's anything savable about these 2. That's a shame. I'm sure Costco would give me some money back, but it's an hour round trip, so I will not do that for 2 kiwis that are not zucchinis. And on my little fast like a girl plan, again, eating the same foods I've been eating for years, but I'm just doing it in accordance with my hormones. I've been testing that out since this spring, and my body has really liked it. So right now on the calendar, I have about 6 days that I can have some higher healthy carbs. It's just where my body is in reference to my hormones right now for the next 6 days. And so I'm eating these, though, at the end of my meal, after I've had my non-starchy vegetables and after I've had my protein and fat. Which, coincidentally, is also what the glucose goddess says about having fresh fruits and vegetables that do have higher natural carbs, to have those at the end of the meal. And she also talks about putting clothes on your carbs. But anyway, I've just had a bunch of protein and fat, so I'm good to have these. And it's funny, we now no longer own spoons. We have no spoons in our house. I feel like, I mean, there might be a few in that running dishwasher, but certainly not a large amount like I have purchased. I think I see, okay, it's onions under there. Thought it was sweet potatoes. I still need to get those out, but okay, I'll add spoons to the Walmart order. I think we did forks a few weeks ago. Alrighty, before I get my Walmart order in, I gotta come down here and check these refrigerators. You see, something else we got done. Yes, second cup of coffee still in my hand, almost 1 o'clock, but I'm hopeful. We got that dead freezer out, so that's hopeful. I do hope to replace it. We got fly strips aplenty down here, but I'm checking in to see if I have any more sausage. We had set some out last night into the refrigerator to defrost. This is what's left in the beef freezer. You see, it's just mostly bones, a little bit of ground beef. I could use ground beef for some things I want to do, like cabbage lasagna and cabbage roll casserole and a couple things like that. And then this freezer is pretty much just our ice pack. So I mean, you know, freezer meals need to happen. And in this refrigerator, I need to actually bring these up. Some more celery sticks for myself to eat, more fresh veggies to do sheet pan meals coming up. Random things in this refrigerator. I probably need to bring this cheese up for some meals. Making a pile. Okay, this half bushel of apples got put in here, and I wanted to wash and just prep these today in the meal prep. This is one of my gluten-free folks' freezer. They have their own stash of smoothie strawberries and just some various gluten-free breads up here. And whenever we stock up on the Aldi bread. And these are various little low-carb, gluten-free, sugar-free desserts. Some of these, like the no-bakes, are from the Clean Healthy Mama Cookin'. And we have a THM Swiss roll that we did in July. Remember, I cracked the sides, but it's absolutely delicious. So coming up, we need to defrost this and slice it down and eat it within 15 minutes. And there's experiments and stories of things that I have no information on this. But like I say, other humans are here. Chocolate looks delicious. And I do have some spaghetti sauce. So I guess instead of making homemade sauce, I will use the homemade sauce we've already made. I'll just have to go through defrosting it. Alrighty, this is my mountain that I'm having my folks come down and carry up. All right, so pulling things together for today's meal prep. I did have a few odds and ends that are being delivered from Walmart, and these containers have soaked. And at different times, I mean, I think originally I had 12 or so of these. A lot of them that haven't been useful. So with these containers, I try different things. I've used them before for bread and tortillas. We've used them for lunch meat and cheeses. And all of that works well as long as I'm able to, even, twice a month, every 2 weeks or so, just go through and check in on things. But depending on life and stuff and things, that just may not happen. And then we end up with these situations. So I've slowly weeded out the containers and just left it without them. But I'm always about testing things, trying them, trying different seasons, gathering different data, all of that. I did go downstairs and get some more sausage from the freezer. I'll show you the whole pile we ended up bringing up. We got those apples up here. And I had maybe 6 apples from some other random bags. I have those in a bowl at the front of the fridge, and then we'll put the half bushel box of apples behind it, or bag, and that'll be snacks for the week. And I'm just gonna get into these condiment containers, and we're gonna see what's happening here. And some of them, a good bit is my random cooking. I don't use balsamic vinegar every day, so we'll have random balsamic vinegar. We got some lids off some things. Got a couple different mayonnaises open, so I'm gonna try to condense and have those in the same area. We do have some buffalo sauce. has spilled. And this shrimp sauce, it's been a while. So this probably, that's been a while. That probably needs to go. Some of these things, I'm like, sweet relish, how long has that been? Sniff test. It smells pretty good, but I don't think I've used that, the dates even off of it. It's been a bit. Another good avocado oil mayonnaise. So these smaller ones, yeah, that one's fine. Got 2, that's half, this is half. Texas Pete. These containers just look like what? It's been busy. Okay. Alright, so these things are just gonna go. We have some questionable things, some pepperoni that spilled out, pack of lunch meat that fell in there that's seen better days. We might end up with one condiment container. Now I think we've got, is this shaky cheese even open? Okay, so that's open. Put that there. This one of these looks like it's not open. Nope, all 3 of these have been open. Okay, so we got shaky cheese, that's great. We have, this is probably an unopened mayonnaise, and when I bought more at Costco the other day, people were being helpful and thought we need a mayonnaise in there. But really, we know, Mama checked, we've got these. And like I say, this is the stuff that on a daily basis, I can't and don't micromanage this every day. But you know I use a lot of sesame oil and liquid aminos for my egg roll and a bowl addiction. Got some red wine vinegar, spicy mustards, another shaky cheese that needs okay. There, barbecue sauce. Okay. Some more shrimp sauce, but this is dated for 26. Smells good. Sniff tests abound. That is okay. And then I usually use traditional soy sauce. We have some in there. Alrighty, so I'll get those soaking in a minute. And we'll just new fresh life for the condiments, right? And ketchup I best just put on the top. I use a lot of apple cider vinegar. We have some random marmalade. I'm like, how do I load this? Just, again, you know me, I think workflows. That mustard needs washed off. And then sometimes I go, and I've done this a couple times, many times as well, where I will have like my different cooking ingredient containers with different vinegars and different things I use a lot, and then I'll have one easy for the household, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, syrup, barbecue sauce. And sometimes that works out for a season too. I had them labeled for a while, jelly and syrups, had everything labeled and organized. But again, I was able to really be on top of it. we have many other things I have to really be on top of. Okay, I'm kind of doing it again where more of my vinegars and things that not everybody needs to use every day. And we will give that a go. I do have 2, 4, I have 6 mustards in here at various stages. Don't think they really use soy sauce. I'll put that in there. We'll put the marmalade in here too. Pretty good. It's taken almost a week, but they finally found, we got this at Sharp Shopper, the Thin Mint whipped cream. I knew when they found it, it would be a great thing. So they've been having that on the Costco pumpkin pie. I picked up 2 last night. And I think that pie, the second one's almost, yeah, there's like 4 pieces left. So this has been a fun adventure. They've enjoyed that. Got watermelon cut and prepped now too, so pretty good. I'm gonna put this mayonnaise over in our cabinets over there. I will wash these out. This one's this one says condiments, although it had bread items in it these days. This one says Mom's cooking sauces. So just saying, good intentions. I think we built this kitchen, it was done in 22, and it's almost 26. And this coming week, I'm gonna call about getting my big oven fixed, and we'll see. So I was just thinking, it's been about 3 weeks since it broke, and I've managed to get my SUV in the shop, get a rental car, gonna pick my SUV back up. I've got vet appointments for 3 cats scheduled. I'm telling you all the things I have got done. I've gotten 4 kids ages 4, 8, 10, 12 to the dentist, 45 minutes away, back home, future dental appointments scheduled. So we've gotten a good bit done off that list. You've been helping me with that. And so the next big thing I need to do, this wins. It's gonna happen. And so this is the pile of additional things we brought up for all this massive meal prepping and doing this afternoon. I do need to get the meats and things defrosted. We need to get those apples in the fridge. We're gonna meal prep all those strawberries. Okay, so these are the apples that we have left from a couple different packs. I just put one of the caramel dips in there too to remind them of that idea. And I'm going to put this half bushel of green apples to the back, but they will get into that in a few days. And we also have, here's our watermelon that's prepped. All right, so this is it. I'm now getting ready to dive deep for a good 4 hours or so for another gigantic meal prep video that'll be coming out real soon. We got a lot to work with on this table. We have a lot of canning stuff judging us, but that's okay because we are doing it. I appreciate you being here with me this week, and I'll see you real soon with another brand new video, and I'll chat with you in those comments below. Bye-bye.